Digital Futures and partners are happy to see you all at Digitalize in Stockholm 2023. Now, let's welcome on stage our moderator, Beata Wickbom.
Thank you so much for inviting me back. I had a great time last year and I'm looking forward to spending time with you and all the other experts that you will meet on stage and in the various formats of this event. And a special warm welcome to all of you who are following us online. When I started working with digital communication in 1995, the World Wide Web was really nothing more than a clickable brochure. And today we can envision a future where digital technology can help us improve a better quality of life, of communication, of research, of learning, and of work. And these 2 days are going to be spent exploring those opportunities and also the threats that we need to understand and to solve. You will be inspired by, and I hope you will learn from, leading experts who've been carefully selected because they are the best in their fields. And they will have time to give presentations that they've prepared, but we also have a tool for all of you to ask your questions, and I will introduce that tool very briefly. And I really encourage you to do so. It's so much more fun to be up here on stage and know that what you're saying is relevant to all of you in the audience. And this tool will work both for those of you who are here physically and for those of you who are following us online. For me personally, as a moderator, I see it as my role to also emphasize the theme of the event, which is collaboration and conflict, and to see how we can deepen the understanding of these two themes when in all of the different aspects of the talks and the discussions we'll have together. And this is a hybrid event. Some of you are online, a lot of you are here at Aula Medica at Karolinska Institute, and some of the program will be here on the main stage, but the whole house is really full of, the whole house and the whole web is full of different formats. And I hope you use the event app to explore all of the content and maybe take a look to see what kind of sessions you want to attend so that you are ready to go there when they start. I'll try and be as brief and as clear as possible in my instructions on how to best profit from the full-packed agenda. Now I'd like to invite to the stage two of the chairs of the event. Aristides Gionis, he's professor at the Division of Theoretical Computer Science at KTH, the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, and he's the chair of the working group Learn at Digital Futures. And Airi Lampinen, associate professor at the Department of Computer and System Sciences at the Stockholm University, and co-project leader of several of the projects at Digital Futures. Please join me on stage, Airi and Ari. Where are you? There you are. Let's be here. Here we are. The event is kicking off. I know you've been working with this for a long time. Let's talk a bit about the theme, collaboration and conflict, and why you picked this theme. Why is it relevant? Would you like to start, Airi?
Yeah. Happily can. So good morning, everyone. And so to start with the first word, collaboration, that's the one we landed on first in developing the theme. And it felt like a really natural choice given that the conference is intended as a meeting place for people from many different backgrounds and also as a place where we might be building new kinds of coalitions to work on digitalization. And we also feel it's a really timely thing to be thinking about with a lot of the challenges we're facing in society really need us to be thinking interdisciplinary across sectors, but then also not only thinking about collaboration between humans, but also the ways we collaborate with different technologies and everything that goes into those complications.
What is increasingly challenging when collaborating with technology, would you say?
So I think in many ways collaborating with technology is getting easier, and I think the challenges are maybe ones we don't always encounter at the point of using technologies, but rather if we take AI as an example, it might now really be easy to collaborate with something like ChatGPT or various image generation tools, produce a lot of things, and what we end up seeing is kind of us collaborating with a digital tool, but then maybe the part that gets left behind and needs discussion is all of the human labor that goes on behind the scenes to make that AI tool work. So those kinds of collaborations, I think, are going to be important for us to discuss here over the next 2 days.
And where there might be potential for conflict, which is the other part of the theme. Tell us, Ari,
Yes.
what is it that we want to explore on this theme?
Yes, that's correct. And good morning from my side as well. So we believe that digital transformation has a lot of potential, but the path is not without friction. There are a lot of ways that conflict occurs, and we can see nowadays in our news there is some serious geopolitical issues, but also more closely to the topic of digitalization, there is conflict on misinformation, for example, in social media. We have security issues. We are discussing how AI might disrupt the job market. So these are all very big challenges that we have to overcome. And we believe that putting collaborative effort in different aspects between humans or between human and machine or across different disciplines, across different sectors is the way to go. So by selecting this topic of conflict and collaboration, we exactly want to highlight this tension of the challenges that are ahead on the road and how collaboration can help us to kind of approach these challenges.
Airi, can you tell us, in your area research, how this theme plays out, and what is the tension in your particular area?
Yeah, so I work in human-computer interaction and more specifically looking into shared and collaborative uses of technology, so humans doing things together with the help of technologies, and there, of course, we end up seeing a lot of the kinds of issues that come up in human relationships, and often technology amplifies them in some way. So one project we're going to be presenting on tomorrow looks into intimate health technology and digital contraception, so people handling their contraception with the help of an app. And here, of course, we end up in a place where we might have the main user of the technology, but then also their partner or multiple partners in the picture, and that needs a lot of negotiation around issues of trust, risk-taking, responsibilities. So those would be some of the tensions that come up in my own work.
Mm-hmm. And in your area work, where do you see this theme playing out?
Yes, so I work in data science and machine learning, and the way I perceive it, at least, is that this is a topic that is at the core of digitalization, and there are so many opportunities for collaboration with other disciplines. For instance, healthcare, industry, I think is really at the core. So for me, collaboration and interdisciplinary collaboration is very important. At the same time, I think since we have been very close to develop this amazing technology, we also see that there are some aspects that we had not kind of foreseen. For instance, how reliable AI is, or how things with data security, data privacy. So this is where the conflict comes into the picture.
Our agenda is really like a candy store for anyone interested in the area of how digital technology can enhance every aspect of life. What are you particularly looking forward to? What do you need to fill up on, so to speak, in your role as a researcher?
Yeah, so I think one thing that's really brilliant about the conference that is single track. So it's designed for us to get to see both the work that we're expert on, and that's going to be kind of giving us insight directly to our own work, but then also a lot of other things that we regularly wouldn't be interacting with, which I think is a really valuable and fun opportunity.
To bump into new areas?
Yeah, bumping into new things, and I think also we have a really intense program, but make sure to make the most of the time outside of the sessions as well. Meet with people. We have an amazing lineup of keynotes. They are here in person, so make sure to not only see their talks, but also, I think, talk with them. So that, I think, is going to be a big value of the programming.
And for those of you who are following online, as I said, I'll very shortly introduce the tool so you also can interact with our keynote speakers. Is there anything in particular where you've made a mark in your calendar that you'll be here front row?
Yeah,
Airi?
so, happy to highlight a few things. So this afternoon there's going to be a keynote by Helena Hapio, looking into some of the legal aspects in digitalization and how to take a proactive approach with law that I'm really excited for, because I think that'll also open up space to discuss the values of how we want digitalization to happen rather than it being driven just by the technological developments on their own. So that's one highlight. And tomorrow, Danny Spitzberg from Workers Algorithm Observatory will be talking about worker-led design, and that's another one that is definitely very much something I look forward to.
What about you, Ari? What's a highlight for you personally?
Yeah, definitely. There are many interesting things that I think are going to happen in the next 2 days. So I'm really looking forward for the first keynote, in fact.
On precision medicine?
Precision medicine, yeah. And I would like to say that also we thought to kick off the conference since we are in this very nice place here in Karolinska. So I'm looking forward for tomorrow's keynote by Suresh Venkata-Subramanian, who is also a close friend of mine. And he's going to talk about the AI Bill of Rights in US and also how in Europe we are thinking at the legislation level with AI Act that is imminent. Also in the keynote of Narges Amidi, he's going to talk about reliable AI, responsible AI, so how we are thinking about trust and AI. I think this is also a very important topic.
And I really encourage you to explore the event webpage where all the research projects are also described. Just click on them. There's lots of information in the agenda for you to read up on. I know a lot of people have been involved, and it's not going to be like one of those Oscars talks, but is there anyone in particular you like to thank?
So I think if there were to be an Oscar talk, then the Oscar would need to go to Johanna Gavefalk from Digital Futures, who really is the operational mastermind in making everything happen. That's going to be happening, and you are in very safe hands over the coming days. So she's been doing a phenomenal amount of work. But then on the collaborative front, I think both Aris and I really want to give a big thank you to our program committee, who helped us put together the program, and a constellation of people from across Stockholm University, RISE, KTH, and then also many of the industry partners of Digital Future. So it's been quite fun to see the collaborations unfold on that practical level as well.
On our theme, and no conflict, I guess.
No massive conflict, enough to keep it interesting, but not too much.
Thanks so much, and see you around, and enjoy the 2 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome everyone.